Oh, Tiffany!
Yes, Doctor?
What are you doing to the radio station console?
We're only broadcasting at half, Doctor. Something isn't right.
I personally fiddled with the console.
Fiddled is right. You also diddled it.
How dare you!
Look at these wires. You've crossed so many of them, it looks like a spider web.
Don't touch them! Ah!
Hey, your face looks like that pigeon you barbecued yesterday.
Groupie confession. At first, I didn't want to go to the concert. I thought, oh geez, this is really weird. The seats were urine stained, pot smoke everywhere. And this creepy guy in an overcoat kept staring at us and talking to himself in this chipmunk voice. But Beth wanted to go real bad, she said. Oh my God, wait till you hear him. I sighed and rolled my eyes. So what, you know? He stepped on stage and oh my God, there he was. Long black hair, dark circles under his eyes. He looked sickly and so hot. And when he opened his mouth to sing, I thought I would have an orgasm right there.
In a rocking band, going down, party time. I'm going to the promised land. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway, the byway, the highway to hell.
So, we had this idea that we would both give him a good time, right? But, well, Beth and me tried to go backstage, but we got kind of scared when we saw him screaming at an empty bucket of fried chicken.
Rocket 88 Production.
Blood Noir is a crime and horror anthology show. Stories about people caught in desperate times.
Schon gar nicht bei Schiff.
Oh, there you are. I feel like you're hiding from me. My name is Evan Bumblefoot. I'm your host for this program. Evan Bumblefoot. That's about as depressing a name as anyone could have. I was just a baby when I realised how terrible my name was. Tried to choke myself to death on my mother's milk, and when she realised what I was doing, she never fed me again, which is why I hate her. Also my psychiatrist says, but I don't like him very much, either. You keep looking at the walls. What's wrong? You don't like the colour black, or is it the holes in the concrete? Oh, you don't like being chained to the wall. You don't like the gag as well, I'd imagine. Oh, I just brought you here so you could listen to my little story. It's a depressing story about a man trying to create a new strain of roses. Instead, he creates a revolt of the worms. I think it would be good to have someone to be depressed with, like a suicide pact.
Rocket 88 Productions presents Mark Slade's adaptation of the Lights Out episode Revolt of the Worms.
All I can do is sit and think. Wait for the floors to lift and the walls to crash in and facts. Think of facts. Yes, a journal of facts. Think of how it began, why it's happening. A journal of facts until the walls crash in and the thick flesh... Charles Prentice. There's a fact. Chemist. And fool. Fool, run away. I'll find Laven lady, run away from the thing with the crashing and the boom. Run away from reality. War, so much war. There's war everywhere. War. So much war. Oh, so much war of the guns and the bombs and the pain of hiding. Run away. Run away.
You mean we're going to live in this God-forsaken place, Charles?
Yes, Claire, I remember. You did say that. And I said, of course we're going to live here. It's ideal for my work.
But we're so far away from everything, Charles.
So far away from what? Your friends? My friends?
I hate it here. Honestly, if you weren't so big... Oh, I can't wait to get out of here and go shopping.
All right, Charles. Whatever you say, Charles.
You never did disagree with me, did you, Claire?
It's so quiet up here, George. It's almost as if we were out of this world.
Yes, I remember, young Jackson. You did say that.
Sorry, George. I was thinking out loud. I got a head cold. I like working with you, George. Why, up here, it's almost as if we were out of this world.
What, George? Who is George? Who is this George of which you continue to speak? Is he the one that burns while the Jack Benny does the fiddling? Out of the world. Out of the wild? I wanted to be out of the wild. Hide till it's over. Hide till it's over. Hide. Yes. Hide until it's over. Why not?
What are you going all the way up there for, apprentice?
To do my work, of course.
But who cares about propagating new varieties of roses at a time like this?
I'm not interested in your opinions. I will do what I please. Do you hear me? I will do what I please.
But, Prentice, to leave suddenly like this, it doesn't make sense. Roses are fine in normal times, but a chemist of your ability? In times like these, certainly there's more productive work you could do.
Do you hear me? I will do what I please. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir, George. Yes, sir. Everything's ready, George. Greenhouse, all ready for you, George.
1 week ago, Wednesday.
Does the wind always blow up here, Charles?
Eh?
I said the wind. Does it always blow like that?
Why?
It's frightening.
Mighty less frightening than the things that are happening back in the city.
I suppose so.
I know so. Where's that boy? Jackson! Where's that boy? Oh, Jackson! Hey, Jackson!
Did you call me, George?
Hey, Jackson!
What did you want, George?
Done. The phosphates. Are they ready yet?
Oh, not yet. Not yet, George.
Well, get them ready. Every one of the plants. We work late tonight. Very, very late. Oh, so late the darkness of the sun will be gone and the lights will not be shining anymore. Worked late and hard. That was the answer to everything.
A chemist of your ability? In times like these, there certainly must be more important work than propagating roses that you could do. A chemist of your ability? In times like these, there certainly must be more.
No, I wouldn't think of that. I told myself I wouldn't think of that. Roses. Yes, develop the greatest rose in the world. That would be my answer to them. While they bombed and they burned, I developed the largest rose the world had ever known. And when the world settled down again, I'd come back and bring the rose to them, and they wouldn't care if I had run away. Run away? My plan. Where did it go wrong? Claire, why did it... Oh, Claire. Oh, she's dead. You're dead. They killed you.
Yes.
Dead. As I'll soon be dead. If only I could think. If I could only think. Why did it go wrong?
Yes.
My plan. Why did it go wrong? Oh, Claire, why did it go wrong, Claire? Oh, Dad, you're dead.
Hey, George, where do you want me to put the solution that's left over, George?
I do remember. That was it. Yes, I do remember.
Oh, gosh, George, I'm trying to understand, but I'm so tired.
Yes, I do remember. That was it. You must keep working. The only salvation is work.
What's salvation got to do with roses, George? I like roses, George. They're pretty.
Don't be impertinent.
Okay, George, don't get mad.
Do your work.
Okie dokie.
2 cc's for each plant. And careful. Don't let any of it touch the stem.
Yes, George. Okie dokie.
You weren't very happy, were you, Jackson? Those were the things you couldn't understand. Questions.
It ain't that I don't want to work, George. It's just that I'm all mixed up. Them roses, why I gotta pour the stuff on 'em every hour on the hour? It don't make sense, George.
Everlasting questions. But now I ask them.
Hormones? Sure, I know what they are. Secretions from the glands in the human body.
Questions. Everlasting questions. But now I'm the one asking them. Why did it go wrong?
Sure, I know what they're for. Make us grow and everything. Right, George?
Questions, everlasting questions. But now I ask them. I ask them. Why did it go wrong?
I get it. That's what you try to do with the roses. Make 'em grow fast and big. But how do you know these hormones will work on plants, George?
Thursday. What do I remember?
Where will I throw the hormone mixture that's left over, George?
Go away! Can't you see that I am working? I am doing the things that are important stuff, more than important than talking to you and asking of the questions.
I said, where will I throw the hormone?
All the questions, all the time. Yes, I remember. Yes, I remember. Friday. Claire? Hey, Claire, the nice wife of the
Yes.
marrying kind.
Yes, Charles.
What are you doing out here in the dark?
Oh, it's a lovely night. I just like the night.
Oh, you women, just come back into the house.
All right.
For the dark of the night is cold and full of terrors.
Ah!
Hey? Oh, what's the matter with you? Can't you walk? If I hadn't caught you...
It's slippery.
What are you talking about?
It's all slippery around here.
Don't talk with the foolishness.
But it is.
Oh, stand still. I'll light a match. By George Burns, you're right.
Charles!
Oh, stop with the grabbing. Wines.
What?
Wines.
The extra hormone solution. Where'll I throw it, George? George, where'll I throw the extra hormone solution? George, ain't you listening?
Yes, I remember. Friday night. And then the night. Saturday. And then the night. Jackson! Oh, Jackson, where are you? Nice assistant.
He's not here, Charles.
That infernal boy. Where is he?
He's not in the house.
But I told him not to go out. I told him only an hour ago he's got to work all night. And the plants, they must be watered every hour. On the hour.
He went out.
Well, why didn't you stop him? Now I'll have to go chase after him with the running and the hot... Oh,
Charles, what?
Well, what did you think it was? Thunder.
But the boy.
I said shut the door because the door is letting in all the wind and the rain and the wetness and the carpet is getting ruined. Saturday night. That was the day it began.
Charles, wake up. Please wake up.
What? Oh, where? Oh, what? Hi, oh, why the clowns,
You're on the couch.
ladies?
You fell asleep on the couch.
Why?
Charles, get up right away.
Clowns, lady clowns.
Listen to me, please.
Oh,
the boy.
Redhead.
He isn't back yet.
Oh, the redhead.
Jackson, he isn't back yet, Charles.
And the torpedoes full speed
He isn't
ahead.
back yet.
I'm a Yankee.
Charles, where could he be? The storm. You slept. I waited.
The clowns,
Charles, wake up. Please wake up.
Right, Laven. Wait a minute. Have you looked in his room? Oh?
I just came from there. Charles, where could he have gone to? All through the storm.
Oh, stop with the talking so much and let me get up. I'll go see. Oh, must you follow me? Why didn't you wake me up? Why did you let me sleep?
I must have fallen asleep too. I opened my eyes. It was day. Oh, Charles!
So he spent the night outside. What's the difference? Let it teach him a lesson.
Charles!
Oh, well, no wonder he isn't back yet. Look at the fog. You can't see more than thing. It's like cutting a cheese with your face. Oh my goodness, it's so far out and you can't see it. It's as bad as night out here. Well, no wonder he isn't back yet. Fog like this. But you never did come back, did you, Jackson? When the sun came out, that everlasting wind came up and lifted the fog.
Charles! Charles, come here!
Where are you? Where are you?
Back of the house, Charles. Come quickly. Charles.
What?
What happened here?
What?
Look at the ground.
Well, what in the... Who plowed up the ground? The ground is everywhere. It's not laying flat like it should be. It was up and down and up and down. It looks like somebody had a tiller. Yes, certainly plowed. Can't you see? Some crazy drunken fool plowed up the ground.
But during the night? Charles, how could that be?
Yes, that Jackson. He went out and he tore up the yard. He found the plow and he went through and he drove up and down and up and down and he tore up the whole backyard for 40 miles and then he ran away. Went out of his mind. That boy's gone crazy tearing up the ground. Gone crazy. That night. That same night. After I'd thought Jackson had gone crazy and run away. I went back to my work, of course.
Charles? Charles, can I speak to you? Charles, please stop your work and talk to me.
Haven't you lived with me long enough to know that I don't like to be interrupted when I'm working, the breaking of the concentration of the mind?
But I'm frightened.
Are you? Really? Are you?
Charles, stop it.
Have you gone out of your mind?
Yes, maybe I am.
What did you say?
Maybe I am crazy.
What?
All right, maybe I am. It's the only way I could have lived with you all these years. Endured your selfishness, your unbelievable selfishness.
Well?
Everything's for you. For 20 years, everything's for you.
Now that's enough.
Your work, your pleasures, what you think, what you want. Everything for you. Nothing for anyone else.
Will you shut up?
The gentle little Mr. Prentice, the scientist, the good husband who never lifts his voice. Mother in heaven, I'd rather be married to a fool with a heart in him than you.
Well,
You haven't got a heart. You never had a heart. It's you. You and no one else. And that boy can be dead out there and you don't care. And I can be dead and you don't care as long as you're safe and doing what you want to do.
Will you go away and let me go back to my work?
Charles, I'm frightened. That boy. Now the noises. But listen to me. You've been out here all night. I've been in the back of the house alone, and I've been listening. And I didn't want to come in here, but I had to. Charles, things I said, I meant them. For years, I've meant them.
I'm asking you to go away for the last time. Let me do my work.
All right, that doesn't matter, but I tell you this. There's something outside the house. Find out what it is, Charles.
20 years ago, I thought you were an irrational woman. I thought I'd trained that irrationality out of you. I was wrong. I'll humor you this once, but never again. Where are these noises?
At the back of the house.
The lantern, then. Hand it to me.
Yes.
Thank you. You're frightened. You don't have to go along with me.
I want to know.
What, that you're a fool? What am I supposed to hear?
Listen.
What?
I thought...
Well, so what am I supposed to hear? There's nothing. The silence is deafening. Oh, hello out there. Hello.
Charles, wait. Here?
Give me the lantern. If it's that boy,
It could be him, couldn't it?
Crazy fool playing practical jokes. If I get around the corner of the house and... What's going on here?
Charles! Something moving under the ground. Charles, what is it?
Yes, it's so dark. I can't quite make out. I don't know. It's some sort of animal. I don't know. An animal of some sort. I don't know.
Take me back to the house.
Oh, go yourself. The moon will come out of the clouds with the light from the sky, and you will shine down and be able to show the land. You will see.
Give me the lantern, Charles.
No, I want to see.
All right. Charles! Something moving under the ground.
Yes, Claire, I ran through the night looking for you. The echo of my voice is still in my ears. Looking for you. And the moon was under the clouds and I couldn't see you. I couldn't find you. And you had fallen into one of those craters. Into one of those holes in the ground. But which of the holes? They were all over. Ground pockmarked with holes. And I ran around, but I can't see you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Claire. Stop it. I can still hear you. I can still see you. Your body down in that hole as I ran toward you, and suddenly I saw there was something else. Something coming toward you. Something that glistened wet in the moonlight. Something long and slimy. A great twisting snake, yet not a snake. Not a snake, and the fear in me made me fall to the ground. And I was there, and I lay on the ground, and I saw. You hear that? You hear that, you worms out there? I thought I could run away. Now I'm very tired. I'm so tired. I'll just sit here and wait for them. I know how I'll die. The walls falling and crushing. You're under the house. You're lifting it. The walls will fall and crush me and I'll be dead. Yes, now I know why this is happening to me. I thought I could run from the world and it's happening in the world. I thought I could run away from the world and what's happening in the world. But you knew better than that, worms. You thought I could run away. You hear that, worms? You worms out there, I thought I could run away. Now I'm very tired and I want to sit here and I'll wait for them. I know how I'm going to die, the walls falling and crushing, and the breaking of the bones and the...
Hey, Mark! Do you have the episode ready yet? I've been waiting for 2 months. Ah! Ah! Oh, God! He's got worms coming out of his eyes!
Rocket 88 girl, Natalie Chisholm. Horror host, Charles the Chemist. Wesley Critchfield. Claire, his wife. Zoe Jenkins. Jackson, his assistant. Pete Lutz. Scientist, his colleague, Joe Stofko. Music by Tim Slade. Credits read by Julia Eve. Adapted and directed by Mark Slade.
I'm a space cowboy, if you weren't ready for that. Yeah. I'm a space cowboy, and that's where I'm at. I'm a space cowboy, if you weren't ready for that. Yeah. I'm a space cowboy, and that's where I'm at.
Jesus, is there any other song you can play 2 weeks straight? I hear this crap when I close my eyes.
That's because I'm singing it before I go to sleep every night. What's the matter? You don't like good music?
I like it when there's no music.
You know, I'll play something different. Let's see, I got 8 tracks of April Wine, Grand Funk, Jefferson Starship. Oh, there you go. Cheap Trick.
What the hell? Did you travel back in time to the Middle Ages?
I found them in the dumpster outside the Zafora Zone, District 9, not far from here.
Can we just have peace and quiet instead?
Yeah, sure. We're here anyways.
Geez, so weird. Nobody's here.
Oh, somebody's here, all right. Being a janitor for Amex is a big responsibility, buddy. We don't just clean ships and government buildings or space stations like this one. We got the duties of an exterminator too, you know. We gotta have clean areas for the Earth creatures to cohabitate with the aliens and whatnots.
Boy, these lemon logs that grow on abandoned ships are amazingly delicious.
This brings me to the next lesson before we wax and strip these floors.
You know, I think you've taught me everything, Joe. I appreciate it. I really do. I think it's time you treat me as an equal, don't you?
I could, yeah.
Oh, boy, these are good.
You need that one last lesson.
Why's that?
Not to eat lemon logs in District 9. Now I gotta get a new assistant.
Goldie Brooks, attorney at law. The Chronic.
Oh, Jeffrey, this case is going to be the toughest of my 6 months practicing law. Old man Cunny said if I didn't win a case, he'll toss me out on my rump. Jeffrey, I will not let you steal the bailiff's gun and have him chase you around. Now you really are being silly. I'm not taking my top off for the judge.
Order! I say order! Order in the courtroom, I say. Listen to me, boy. I said order. Listen to me, boy. Now, Miss Brooks, Sergeant Stebbins' sex life is not in question and has no bearing whatsoever on what your client did. Although I am highly disgusted that Sergeant Stebbins was wearing a soiled diaper and holding a blow-up doll of Daffy Duck when he made the arrest. Order in the court, I say. Order in the court. Order!
Your Honor, I'm just trying to show the jury that my client isn't the only one who may not just have a lack of morals and good judgment, but possibly a need to seek psychiatric care.
Oh, shut up, I say. Just get on with your defense, little missy.
I hate being called little missy. Yes, Your Honor. Sergeant Stebbins.
Miss Brooks.
Tell the court what my client did.
I was in my cruiser. Anyways, I received a call to 192 Stevens Street. A man was being hostile and, spitting on everyone who walked by. When I arrived, 2 other officers were trying to restrain Mr. Hickey Dewdrop. They were having a hard time with him because, the suspect was turning his head every which way and machine gun spitting at them. Naturally, I drew my weapon and fired twice at him. Only
what, Sergeant Stebbins?
I missed the suspects and shot and killed both officers.
Order in the court, I say.
I didn't have my glasses, okay? I left them in the car with Daffy.
Your Honor, I dismiss Sergeant Stebbins and call Dr. Jeffrey Bowman to the stand.
Now, what are you trying to pull, little missy? That's your monkey friend, who also happens to be your legal assistant and rumored to be your long-term lover, I say.
I assure you, Your Honor, this is Jeffrey's twin brother, who just happens to be one of the leading psychologists in the country.
And he shares the same name as his twin brother?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, all right. I say I'll allow it, Miss Brooks. I say.
Doctor, tell the court about Mr. Dewdrop, who also just happens to be in your psychiatric care. So, in layman's terms, he's a chronic spitter brought on by others' greetings and salutations.
How does the jury find the defendant?
We, the jury, find the defendant, Hickey Dewdrop, not guilty of first degree of spitting with malice by reason of insanity.
Yay, Miss Brooks, you're the best lawyer a guy could have.
Watch where you put your hands, mister.
Oops, sorry, Miss Brooks.
I'd like to say, Mr. Dewdrop, I hope you seek treatment for this horrible disease. You, sir, are a hero to those poor misfortunates who cannot stop sharing their saliva with the population, I say. Now, you have earned my respect, sir, and now I bid you all good night.
What the did you say?
Oh, no! Everybody get down!
This concludes another exciting episode of Goldie Brooks, Attorney at Law.
Twisted Pulp Radio Hour, your host was Dr. Mary Von Rocket Sprocket, played by Lothar Tuppen. Your co-host was Miss Tiffany Teagarden, played by Jerry Ella. Episode written by Mark Slade. Theme music by Tim Slade. End music by Chauncey Hayworth. Produced by Mark Slade, Lothar Tuppen, and Chauncey Hayworth. Directed by Mark Slade.